Hi everyone, welcome to Scouter Taz. It is the end of 2024 and these are my top 6 adventures I've had this year. I've chosen 6, 2 hiking, 2 paddling and 2 cycling adventures, and they're in the order from my favourite to the most favourite, so they're not necessarily in order of the actual activity, but these are my adventures that I have been on. They're not necessarily overnight, they've just been something I've done. Let's check them out anyway, starting with number 6. Number 6, the Gorman Gap hike, or Gorman Gap's Loop hike. This hike sort of came about after World Environment Day. We were looking at the Gorman Gap, Friends of Gorman Gap group stall at the World Environment Day, and they had this hike displayed. Looked like a really interesting hike on paper, but it turns out to be a bit of a mixed bag. We were walking down firstly through a bush track, and then we were along roads, and then we came up the National Trail back up the hill. Not the most exciting hike. Number 6 only because it's the first time I've done that hike and it was something a little bit different. Let's move on to our next number, 5. Number 5 was the Bunya Mountains hike. Great, anyone would put Bunya Mountains up there in their top 5. It's been pipped to the post by a few other ones. It was an overnight hike, about 10 k's each day overnight, stopping at Westcott. Great hike, great place for the family, not too hard, but just a beautiful part of the world to be in and not too far from where I am. So number 5, Bunya Mountains hike. Go check out the Bunya Mountains if you're ever up in Queensland. It's a great place to be. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is the ferry paddling and eddy surfing on the Brisbane River. Now, the reason it's up there is it's the first time I actually took control and did some proper ferry gliding and eddy surfing by myself. Usually I'm in the front. Front person doesn't really take control. The person in the back is the one in charge. So it was the first time I managed to do that, and it's up there because the second reason it's up there, because that river was running so fast that day. That's the second fastest I've seen the Brisbane River run, and it was just a lot of fun, and it was a really, really great canoe. Really one of the quickest canoes I've done along that stretch ever. So that's why it pips in at number 4. So moving on, top 3, what would they be? Number 3 was the twilight paddle through the Brisbane River. I've done that over a few years now. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've done that paddle, but this year's was so different. It was a beautiful paddle. The conditions were absolutely gorgeous. The new bridges were open, the casino was going, the lights were fantastic, and just seeing the city from the river is a whole different perspective at night, and it's always up there as a favourite. Sort of pipped the post between those last couple, but it's a great thing, great paddle I should say, and go for it if you have an opportunity to do something similar. I know River Life do night kayaking, so have a look, have a try that for yourself. So that's number 3. Top 2. Number 2, very close between number 1 and number 2, but number 2 comes in as the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail Low Wood to Ferndale ride. It's the second time I've done that ride. We didn't do the full time, it was just got too hot for us. It was sitting on 30 odd degrees each day, 33, hot and humid, horrible days, horrible weather to be riding in, but a fantastic ride. I've done it last year. I did it last year on my old bike. It was 30 odd years old, my old bike. This new one, rode it, and it was a great ride on that bike, and it was a great adventure. As always, it's a good adventure, Brisbane Valley Rail Trail. If you haven't tried that, go for it yourself. If you have, let me know. So it comes in number 2. So we're up to our number 1. What will it be? So what is number 1? Number 1 is the Kingaroy to Kilkeeban Rail Trail. Just pipped the post with the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail because it's the first time I've ridden that trail. The first half of that trail is absolutely glorious. It's all bitumen and anyone could ride that on any level. It's basically downhill on a bitumen slope and fantastic easy ride. Second half, more challenging, lots of gates, but it was a lot of fun. Got totally soaked by a storm, but we still got there in the end. Very mentally challenging, but a lot of fun. And it's the reason it pips the post to the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail. It was a new adventure, and it had lots of little challenges along the way. Right guys, that is it. That's my top 6 Scouter Taz Adventures for 2024. A lot of people I'd like to thank. Firstly, I'd like to thank my own scout group, Bunya Park Scout Group, who have been part of these videos and agreed to be part of these videos. In saying that, there are some individuals I'd like to thank. Fox, who has been in a lot of my videos. Fox encouraged me to start this channel, and I've been doing it now for just over a year and a bit. And thank you, Fox, for that support. Other people who have agreed to be in my videos, a lot of my own scouts themselves who have been part of that. Big shout out to Jack, Phoebe, Cherie, and also my other adventurous scout leader, Cookie. We're all part of the team, and we all enjoy our scouting, and we encourage you to get involved with scouting if you aren't. You can get out and do lots of things, not just the adventurous stuff. Anyway, thank you very much too for you, people who have subscribed to the channel and people who watch these videos. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate your support. Lastly, I'm off to the Australian Scout Jamboree next week, so I don't know how many videos I'll have out on that. A lot of special rules and regulations about who and what we can film, so maybe or maybe not you might see something. I am hoping to get to Kagari for a day, for a actual Leaders Day, so I might be able to show you some of that. Otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you for supporting Scouter Taz for 2024, and we hope to see you in the new year with some new adventures. Bye.